Here today with Kristen Farley, and she is the manager at AAA in Bluefield, and she's going to tell us just a little bit about her career and what she does every day. So we appreciate you, Kristen. Thank you for joining us today.
Sure, thank you for having me.
So just tell us a little bit about what AAA is and what services you offer and what you do just on a day-to-day basis there.
Okay, so AAA is an organization that offers a variety of services. Probably the biggest reason that people become members of AAA is for our emergency roadside service. So that means we can help you out if you need your car needs towed, if you need a jump start, a flat tire that needs change, lock your keys in your car, anything like that. We also provide insurance, auto and home, and we teach driver improvement classes. And then we also have travel agents who can help plan your vacations.
Oh, okay. So, as the manager there, what do you typically do on a day-to-day basis?
So, usually a typical day for me is just to come in, check my emails, complete the daily paperwork that needs done. I review our financial statements, help customers, sometimes over the phone, sometimes in person. I make our schedules, supervise the employees, teach and train associates on new things that come down the line, and then coach them on their performance to make sure that our store meets its goals.
It sounds like that there's a lot of different career paths in this one location. Like if someone was interested in sales or management type things or different, it sounds like there's a lot of different options there.
Yes, absolutely. It's a very versatile company, which is one of the reasons that I really like it.
Right. What led you to this position? Like what have you always?
So, well, I majored in business in college and had plans to get my CPA and work in accounting. So that was my first job. And after a few years of that, I really decided that I wanted to work more closely with people instead of, more just by myself at a desk.
Right.
So I went into management for another company and then ended up coming over to AAA this past March.
Great. So, if students were interested in this type of career, what type of schooling or background would you recommend?
Typically, a management position like this requires a bachelor's degree.
Okay. And use probably business management, marketing, something in that field or line of work, probably.
Right. It's pretty versatile though, as long as you have a degree that can relate in some way.
Okay, great. So, in what would you tell students would be the most challenging thing about your job?
I think the most challenging thing is when you have like a difficult or upset, angry customer to deal with.
I think anytime you're dealing with the public, it can be challenging for sure.
Yes.
For sure. And what would you tell students that would be a rewarding aspect?
For me, I'm numbers motivated and metrics motivated, so it's rewarding for me to see the store meet its goals and also to see the associates meet their individual goals and grow and improve.
Great. So, what kind of advice would you give? Just either it can be general life advice for high school students, or maybe advice if, about this certain type of career. What advice would you give to students today?
Well, if you're interested in becoming a manager or a leadership position, I would just encourage them to take any opportunities that come their way to put that into practice and get experience to see if they really like it.
Mhm.
Maybe that means stepping up to be the leader in a group project or on their sports team, anything like that. It doesn't always have to be work related to get that kind of experience that will be really helpful when interviewing for jobs in the future. And then just in general, I would say to follow their passion and don't be afraid to change paths if you realize that the one that you start out on maybe isn't right for you in the end.
That's great advice. I think that's really good advice that a lot of times things you do in life, steps that you take along the way, kind of lead up to where you're meant to be in the future. So
Absolutely.
that's Very good advice. And we want to thank you for sharing just a little bit about your career in management at AAA. And we really appreciate you taking the time to talk with our students.
Thank you.